Today I'm going to be reading scriptures that I wrote on note cards, and they're all titled, I Will. These are scriptures from the King James Version, and I wrote these out when I was going through my dark days. If you ever hear me say my dark days, that was the time that I temporarily lost custody of my daughter Chloe, and when my son went into the Army, and I was just existing. But doing my hardest to fight through that time of existing and actually trying to be productive. So one of the things that I found to be productive and to be helpful to me was I found scriptures that talked about I will. It was a time in my life where I didn't feel like I will do anything, but I was determined to get through this, and I was determined to not only get through it, but also get through it well. The way I describe when someone gets through something well is they don't just survive it, but they actually share it with other people how they got through it. It's sometimes a daily challenge, but at the same time it's not something that you just get through. You actually share with other people how you made it through. So these are all in the book of Psalm. And I will read the scripture before I actually read the verse. But again, it's in the King James Version. As long as you find that particular scripture in whatever version of the Bible that you read that works best for you, that's probably what you should focus on. At the time, I was looking at the King James Version because that's what I grew up reading. And then I switched over a few years ago while I was going through those dark days, and I switched over to the NIV version because I wanted to share my story and I wanted to share it in a way that people understood. But at the time when I wrote these, I was just getting through. The first scripture is Psalm chapter 9, verses 1 to 2. I will praise thee, O Lord, with my whole heart. I will show forth all thy marvelous works. I will be glad and rejoice in thee. I will sing praise to thy name, O thou most high. Psalm 9, verse 14. I will rejoice in thy salvation. Psalm 13, verse 6. I will sing unto the Lord, because he hath dealt bountifully with me. Psalm 16, verse 7. I will bless the Lord, who hath given me counsel. Psalm 17, verse 15. I will behold thy face in righteousness. I shall be satisfied when I awake with thy likeness. Psalm 18, verses 1 to 3. I will love thee, O Lord, my strength. The Lord is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer, my God, my strength, in whom I will trust, my buckler and the horn of my salvation and my high tower. I will call upon the Lord, who is worthy to be praised. So shall I be saved from mine enemies. Psalm 22, verse 22. I will declare thy name unto my brethren. In the midst of the congregation will I praise thee. Psalm 23, verse 4. I will fear no evil. Psalm 23, verse 6. And I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Psalm 26, verse 11. But as for me, I will walk in mine integrity. Redeem me and be merciful unto me. Psalm 31, verses 7 and 8. I will be glad and rejoice in thy mercy, for thou hast considered my trouble. Thou hast known my soul in adversity, and hast not shut me up unto the hand of the enemy. Thou hast set my feet in a large room. Psalm 34, verse 1. I will bless the Lord at all times. His praise shall continually be in my mouth. Psalm 56, verse 3. What time I am afraid, I will trust in thee. And my last scripture is Psalm 56, verse 4. In God I will praise his word. In God I have put my trust. I will not fear what flesh can do unto me. The last thing that I want to say is these scriptures were written on these note cards back in 2015. And to this day, these same note cards are kept in my purse. So whenever I feel the need and I feel I need to strengthen myself and encourage myself, these are the scriptures that I go to. Hopefully they'll help you too.